Good morning. It is Wednesday, so it's time for my midweek pickup. Today is a very, very special day. As you can see, I'm doing my midweek pickup in my car. But today is graduation day, and it's graduation day for my little daughter, Riley Rain Janae. And today I just wanted to dedicate my midweek pickup to my little baby. Now, she's only graduating from K3, and I know a lot of people are probably like, it's just a little kid graduation. It's not even, like graduating from kindergarten to first grade or whatever. But what you don't understand is everything that your child does should be a special moment in not only their life, but your life as well. You should be extremely excited for anything that your child is being put on a pedestal for, no matter what it is. If they're being celebrated for winning the game, if they made a 100 on a test or something, if they learned something new and they were trying to figure it out in front of you, that's the things that we need to celebrate in our children. I'm gonna throw some words out here at y'all real quick. Beautiful, funny, smart, spunky, intelligent, just a dreamer, a conqueror, somebody who can figure out just about anything she puts her hands on. These are just a few words that describe the person that my daughter is already. She's 3 years old. She'll be 4 in October, and she's graduating from K3. She's a little smart for her age, so she's in an advanced level K3 class. So basically she's going to be in a 4-year-old setting, or a 4 and 5-year-old setting, before she's even 4 years old. And to me, that's something that's awesome, even though her birthday falls after the school year would begin or whatever, and she is not supposed to start kindergarten until she'll be 6 or whatever. But with what she's been through in school so far, she's going to start earlier than she's supposed to. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of parents, and don't get me wrong, daycare and school period is expensive as hell for our children. It's almost sometimes like another mortgage, or it's almost as much as a rent payment most of the time in most places, if you're trying to get your kid in a good school or whatever. But the importance of having your child in a school setting is something that is very important. Now, I know a lot of us as parents think that we can teach our children ourselves, and maybe we can do that, and maybe that is sometimes one of the best things to do, because it's better to have the interaction one-on-one with a child, especially when you're trying to teach them something. But the importance of your child going to school and being in a school setting early is already mapping them out for what they're going to be going through later on in their life, when it's very important. There was a time where I felt that I didn't need to have her in school. She was a little bit younger or whatever, but she's been going to school. And I say school because they have a curriculum that they follow, and she has homework and everything. So it's not just daycare, but it's school. So it's very important for us as parents to put our kids in that type of environment early, so they can get accustomed to it, so they can know, and so they understand the importance of getting an education and becoming smarter than they were before, and keeping their minds sharp. And just the interaction between other children is something that's very important as well, because sometimes you see, and even my daughter still has a little bit of work to do in this area, but a lot of kids who don't have interaction with other kids don't know how to share. They don't know how to really play and interact with children the way that they're supposed to, because they're not used to being with other children. One of the upsides of putting her in school so early is because she can recognize and she can interact with other people that's her same age, that's kind of on the same level as her, and that she can actually talk with and interact with, versus always talking to her parent or always talking to somebody that's so much older than her, then a lot of things could happen. Sometimes your kid you can grow your kid up too fast, or just not knowing how to interact with somebody that's on their same age level is something that could hinder them when they do get in a real situation. A lot of schools, kindergarten is half a day, and then you go to the first grade, and that's when it's the full day or whatever the case may be. But I encourage all the parents, if you can afford it, if it's something that you are really passionate about your children sharpening their mind, put them in school as early as possible. Now, I know it's expensive, and I know you're thinking, hey, you know what I'm saying, I don't need to have my kid in school at 2 or whatever the case may be. But if it's a school that's teaching your kid something, a school that has a curriculum, and a school that follows a certain schedule, there shouldn't be any other question about it. It's something that you should do. You know what I'm saying? Even if one parent's not working and one parent is, I used to think that, hey, if one of us isn't working, then the baby needs to stay home or whatever the case may be. But that's not always the best thing, because again, the interaction that they get, the level of learning and communication that they get at school is going to be way more important than keeping your kid at home and trying to save a few dollars or whatever, when you're going to end up spending it on something else anyway. So with that being said, always celebrate your children. They're going to grow so fast, you go blink your eye. And then, just like in my situation, I remember like yesterday when I was driving frantically to the hospital to get my daughter here, and she still didn't come for like 19 hours after that. But I remember it like yesterday, and I'm blinking my eye, and now she's graduating from K3 and everything. So the moments that you have with them, especially the moments that you think that they will not remember, make sure that you're there for them at every possible event that you can be when it deals with school, because they are going to remember that, and that's something that they're going to cherish. The reason why I want to do the type of work that I'm doing now is so I can be able to be at almost everything I can be for my daughter. Some of that might not happen for everybody, and that's understandable, but the most events that you can get to, go to them, because you have to show our kids that we truly love them and we truly care for them, and we see that they've accomplished something, and we're there to support them and give them all the support that they need. With that being said, I'm going to go on and wrap it up. Again, all the parents out there, like I said, make sure you celebrate your children, man. Like, it's one of the most greatest feelings that you can have, to see the progression that your child has made throughout the school year, or just throughout a few months or whatever. And it's just amazing when you sit back and look and see, oh, she was right here at this point, and now she's doing so much more. And when you can see it, it's just, it's an awesome feeling. And that's something that we all should want as parents. So with that being said, I'm going to go on and cancel it for this week. Everybody have a good weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend, so everybody be careful out there. The cops is going to be out there tough. So watch, everything that you're doing. Oh, if you need barbecue, holla at Breaking Bread Barbecue. We will fill your Memorial Day needs. Family first, friends second, everything else will fall into place. God first, family, everything else will fall into place. I will see y'all next week. Peace out.